Hi, and it's another day in Steph's kitchen, and as usual, put some olive oil in a frying pan, large frying pan. I've got my chopping done already here, mushrooms, and some new potatoes, partly cooked, some red pepper and some red onion. And I've also got some wonderful stir-fry mix here from a place near Ringwood called 4 Acre Farm, and they're not certificated, but they grow everything organically. And there's some fresh coriander in the mix too. They also grow some amazing white radishes, and I've sliced up some white radish to actually add to this meal. It's going to be another meatball meal. I'm not sort of stressing over having to put anything fancy in there as regards protein, as long as there's some protein in there, some good fats in the way of avocado. I've got that ready for this meal, and more fat and protein in the form of an egg. There's going to be some tomato puree in there. Before I get cooking, I want to just kind of demo something I do with the leftover avocado. And what I'm going to do is mash it in a bowl with some lemon juice, and then put a little bit of avocado with the lemon juice in little pots so I can freeze it. And it freezes really well with the lemon juice, and it keeps its colour and texture and so on. So I think it's a really good way to store avocado, so you've always got some handy just to defrost when you need it. So I've mashed up the avocado and lemon juice, and I'm going to put that in little pots to go in the freezer. You get actually quite a lot in these little pots. You don't actually need a lot of avocado, I understand, to get the benefit of it in a meal. So that's my first little pot. Another little pot there. I might just leave some in my bowl here, so I've got a portion in the fridge for tomorrow. We'll keep very happily in the fridge, keep its colour because of the lemon juice. So I've got 2 portions to put in the freezer and 1 to put in the fridge for tomorrow. Put on the lids. These are little dressing pots from Lakeland, but they're ideal for this sort of thing. You've probably, if you watched any other videos, you'd have seen me use these before. So what I do, I've already got some avocado in the freezer in these little pots. I keep them in a bag. I'll just get the bag out. So I mashed some avocado already yesterday and put some in little pots. So those are already frozen down in there. I'm just going to add those 2 pots to the bag. And it says on there just sort of avo and lemon, so I can identify it when I want some avocado. Let's go back in the freezer. So now I can begin cooking. And as usual, I'm adding. I've got the heat on up to about 7 to get that going, and I'm going to add all this veg to the pan as is. Okay, so I'm just going to get that frying down. I'm adding some extra olive oil to the fry pan because with these potatoes they can actually take a little extra oil. A bit like if you cook aubergines, they can take extra oil too. I'm going to add the meatballs in. As usual, I'm going to use my scissors and chop the meatballs into the pan. And I haven't got many meatballs today, I'm only using 3, but cutting them up gives me those little extra hits of meatball. So those are going in the pan. I'm going to add some cumin seeds here are my favourite thing. Keep cooking those down in the pan. Just to show you that this is looking amazing now and smelling amazing. Keep everything moving, make sure the meat's browned on all sides. I'm going to add this stir fry mix, which is pak choy, coriander and some other organic leaves. Just drop those in and stir those into the mix. I think I'm going to add some pine nuts as well. Quite like just a few pine nuts in there. Going to add those in. And then I'm also going to break an egg into the pan. I don't stand on ceremony with the egg, I just sort of break it in and then just stir it into the mixture, and that gets the idea, and just keeps everything a little bit kind of together. Adds a little bit of extra richness to the recipe, and it is pretty much coming together now. I've added some salt and pepper, maybe a little bit more pepper and salt, and sometimes I'll mix up a sauce, maybe with some nut butter or something like that to mix in, but today I'm just going to add some tomato puree to the pan. Give that a mix round. It's already got cumin seeds in there for aromatics. So giving that a good stir round. And that is pretty much there. I'm going to give that a couple more minutes and then put it on the plate and come back and show you that. Okay, so to finish off the meal, that's what it looks like. I've added some wonderful organic salad leaves, again from 4 Acre Farm near Ringwood. And I'm going to spoon on some avocado straight out of the skin onto the plate. I'm going to put the shaved and sliced radishes over the top, which are very lovely. And as a final flourish, well, maybe not quite final, I'm going to add another little drizzle of olive oil. Because I have this theory that you can never quite have enough olive oil in your life. And then really my final thing is my homemade dukkha. I'm just going to put a sprinkling of that over the top as well. Which, just as a reminder, it's hazelnut and 3-seed dukkha with cumin, coriander and fennel seeds, paprika, Himalayan salt and black pepper, which is in another of my videos. So that's what the finished meal looks like. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you give it a try.